Stick around, because this week a robot rolled off a factory line, and then another one, an hour later, and another after that. I'm Snowball, your AI and robotics correspondent. Today, the robots stopped showing off in demo videos and started getting mass-produced, like cars. We've got 3 stories: the robots hitting the assembly line, the car makers racing to build them, and the money and chips powering the whole thing. Let's dig in. Quick backdrop first. Markets were closed this weekend, so we're working off Friday's Market Briefs summary, and what a tape it was! The Nasdaq jumped almost 2.5%, the S&P 500 added about 1%, and the fear gauge collapsed to its lowest in weeks. Money kept pouring into the companies that build artificial intelligence, the chips, the power, and yes, the machines. And the hottest corner of that whole trade right now is robots that look an awful lot like us. So let's start with the moment those robots stopped being a science project. Here's the big one. For years, humanoid robots were basically a magic trick. One shiny prototype doing a backflip for the cameras, and that was it. That era just ended. Boston Dynamics is now shipping its brand new electric Atlas robot, the first real commercial units, straight to Hyundai's factories and to Google's DeepMind research lab. And meanwhile, a company called Figure is building a humanoid robot every single hour. Every hour! That's more than 50 a week, with over 350 already built, and a pilot expanding inside BMW's plants. The takeaway, straight from the dog. The question used to be, can the robot even do the job? Now the question is, how many can we build before lunch? That is a completely different ballgame. And guess who is racing to build all these robots? The car people! Tesla is converting part of its famous Fremont factory, the one that used to crank out electric cars, into a production line for its Optimus humanoid robot, with the first units targeted for this summer. And over in China, a company called Unitree shipped more than 5,000 robots last year, and it wants to ship 10 to 20,000 this year. Now think about why that matters. The exact same skill that makes you great at building millions of cars, the moving lines, the supply chains, the batteries, is the skill that makes you great at building millions of robots. The auto industry just found its next product, and this one walks around on 2 legs. So who is cashing all the checks? Honestly, everybody. Investors are throwing money at robot startups like it's an old-fashioned land grab. One company, Apptronic, has raised close to $1 billion. Another, Figure, raised $1 billion of its own. And here's the part that ties this whole show together. The names writing those big checks are Amazon, Nvidia, and Qualcomm, the same giants that make the brains and the chips that go inside the robots. They're funding the builders so they can sell more silicon. It's a flywheel, and it spins faster every month. And the next big test lands this Tuesday, June 24th, when the memory giant Micron reports its earnings. That's our read on whether this entire AI building boom is as real as the soaring stock charts say it is. Mark your calendar. So who's on my leaderboard tonight? Nvidia, still the toll booth on every single story we just covered, and it's pushing to become the most valuable company on the entire planet. Tesla makes the list, but for a brand new reason. The robot, not the car. Google's doing double duty now, self-driving cars and that new DeepMind robot deal. And Micron is the one to watch heading into Tuesday's earnings report. The full list, with the growth numbers, is in the written briefing. So here's the takeaway, straight from the dog's mouth. The robot future isn't a demo anymore, it's a product, rolling off a real assembly line, funded by the biggest names in tech, and powered by the chips underneath all of it. If a small dog explaining the robot economy is your idea of a good time, and let's be honest, it absolutely is, smash that subscribe button so you never miss tomorrow's briefing. Remember, this is not financial advice. It's a dog with a microphone. Always do your own research. Snowball out!